Well, he's a cutie pie. I might put him in Potomac. Okay, yes. Yeah, he can come right on to Potomac.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Richie Scott back with another video. Listen, the news is popping and I'm trying to lay down and get some rest today. But you know what? Honestly, I was like, well, let me just jump on here and tell y'all what I just got into my little mailbox. Okay, so sit here minding my own business and the streets, they be talking as they normally do. And I got word from one of my reliable sources about this whole situation with Quad from Married to Medicine. So we're going to break down what's going on with Quad, and then we're also going to be talking about NeNe Leakes, kind of confirming some things about this whole situation with Kandi, and we're going to put that all into perspective, and hopefully at the end of this conversation, we will put it behind us, okay? Because it's really starting to get confusing. So first of all, let's talk about Quad. Okay, here is what I just learned. So I just got a reliable word from my inside production source that basically let me know that the Sister Circle is canceled and it is a wrap for good. Now, this is the report that I'm getting. Listen, the source said that this was rock solid, 100% confirmed. So I was like, okay, well, let's roll with it. Let's get the information out to the people. Now, what does this mean? So for me, what I had read online was that Sister Circle had put out a press release via TV1 that on, I think it was as of March the 18th, they would stop production on the show due to everything that's going on around everybody, so that they could be safe and take matters and and take this whole thing seriously. You know what I'm saying? So they had basically made the statement that there would be no more shows until further notice, right? So now we get the word that as of the 24th of April, that they would stop airing any and all episodes. And so here's what they were doing. From March 18th, they were airing reruns of the show. So I was like, okay, well, cool. But then what the note that I got basically let me know that they wouldn't even be allowing them to come back together again for like a one final like roundup to announce that they was like leaving the show. Now, at this point, that was the case. But you know, given that this news is coming out right now, they could potentially still have the opportunity to send them off in the proper way, which is what I think they deserve. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I ain't never really watched Sister Circle like that. I mean, I've seen clips and stuff like that, but for me, you know, I understand a job is a job, and it's just, I'm kind of upset about it because I feel like this. We had just talked about this whole situation with Quad from Married to Medicine, and with her and Mariah potentially or reportedly not getting contracts for the upcoming season. So with that being the case, even in my video yesterday, I was like, okay, well, if Quad is not coming back to Married to Medicine, that's fine. She still got a gig with Sister Circle. Not even thinking about what's going on right now. And I'm like, wow, okay. So at this point, it's looking like, you know, she wouldn't even have that to fall back on. Now, hopefully, my hope is that she got some coins stacked and she, you know, is getting some good, you know, alimony or something from that divorce, or got a good divorce settlement or something like that, because, you know, at the end of the day, times are hard right now and people are really looking for jobs. So for me, I'm like, yo, like, what should she do in the meantime, given that she's in this situation now and not possibly going back to Married to Medicine? Now, is it a possibility that the powers that be could change their mind with Married to Medicine and give her a job back so she can remain employed? I don't know. But this is what I'm being told. Now, I'm quite sure Selena Johnson will be fine. You know, she has her fitness thing going on, and she also has her music career going on. I don't know necessarily about Rashawn Ali because I don't really know a lot about her background, but I do know, I believe it is in journalism. So I'm quite sure she will be able to continue on in some way, shape, or form. And I think that Trina Braxton will be okay because Trina also has Braxton Family Values to fall back on, because I'm hearing that it's coming back for another season, but I have not seen any trailers or anything like that, so we'll have to see what goes on with that. But let me know what you guys think that Quad should do at this point moving forward. Should she try, you know, a YouTube channel? Should she try to go it on her own? You know, I really have no idea in my mind what she should do at this point now, but let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. All right, and finally, we got some NeNe Leakes news, okay? You know, everybody's doing these Instagram live interviews, and I think it's great personally because we're getting all the good content that we need. And let me tell you, NeNe Leakes is not disappointing right now. She did an interview with Nina Parker and basically kind of broke down the whole situation with what's going on with her and Kandi. Now I want you guys to get into a little bit of what she had to say, and then we're gonna actually comment on, you know, what she talked about in this live.
Her to call you?
I actually reached out to her via text when she did.
This way, if she thought that you were coming for her, would you have preferred her to call you?
I actually reached out to her via text when she did that.
Okay.
Every time she has done that, I have gone to her privately. So she posted that, I responded in her comments, and then I texted her for the rest of the night on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because to me, first of all, I think enough people have seen me on TV enough to know this much about me, Nina. If I truly, really felt some kind of way and I really was coming for you, I will say your name. I've never been afraid to say, I thought what Kandi did was jacked up, or I thought what Kenya did, or Cynthia did, or whoever was messed up. I've never been afraid to call any of these girls' names.
Right.
So I wouldn't have had any issue calling her name. Who is she? You know what I'm saying? So she took something.
Not talking about Kandi.
I was not talking about Kandi. And if I was, I could say her name loud and proud. Who is she? She ain't big and bad enough to stop me from saying anything. You know what I'm saying? I would have said it.
Right.
I would have said it.
Right.
I wasn't talking about her. I have no problem. And a lot of people who are very close to me, they know that I'm not talking about her.
Okay. Because
they know who I'm talking about.
I thought, okay, it could be several people that NeNe's talking about, but I can understand why some people might have thought that it was Kandi.
But you know, the best thing for her to do, I didn't say her name. She's been working with me 11 years. Right. She knows that I ain't wondered, why would I not say her name? Like, and you know, the other thing I have to say to that too is, I have a YouTube channel. I don't have to explain to anybody what I'm talking about on my own personal channel. I'm not on TV. I'm on a channel. YouTube channel that I started myself. I have the right to have an opinion about whatever I want to have an opinion about and not have to fight anybody over it.
Okay, so according to NeNe, you know, she would have said Kandi's name in that video, and apparently people close to her know exactly who she was talking about. Now, okay, let me break down some things. First of all, again, when I first heard her talking about this on her YouTube channel, I was like, okay, maybe she's talking about Kim Zolciak. But then obviously, you know, they done made up and everything like that right now. So then I was like, okay, well, maybe she was talking about Kandi, because the way the conversation was worded, it is kind of like, you could almost kind of believe that she was talking about Kandi, okay? I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I could sort of see why Kandi thought that. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm kind of like, you know, I don't know if Nina said this or if NeNe said it, but it's like this. Like, for me, I'm like, if I think that you're talking about me, I'm gonna pick up the telephone and call you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm gonna text you, I'm gonna find out what's good. You know what I mean? Versus taking any type of beef to social media. That way, you know, you can kind of get to the source right then and there. It's interesting that this whole situation came to social media because NeNe is basically letting us know that they did talk via text message. So I'm not sure why it began playing out that way. But the other person that I was thinking about, and somebody mentioned this in the comment section the other day, that they wondered if NeNe was talking about Lisa Vanderpump, because, you know, Lisa Vanderpump does have her own show that used to come on after Housewives, but now it's gotten so big that they didn't even need Beverly Hills anymore as the lead-in for that franchise. So I was like, okay, maybe she was talking about her or somebody at the network. Regardless, the whole situation to me is very confusing. I don't know who was talking about who at this point, because I'm like, you know, honestly, I wish NeNe would just kind of come out and tell us who she was talking about. Like, just go ahead and say it. Although she really doesn't have to explain it to us, I kind of am wondering, like, okay, girl, well, who are you talking about then? Like, let's just go ahead and spit out the name. That way we can go ahead and dead this conversation. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I mean, my theories was initially, again, like I said, Kim Zolciak. Then I was like, could it be Kandi? But then I was like, LVP or possibly an executive at the network. And honestly, I really think that it could be an executive at the network, or Lisa Vanderpump. But again, that would be the reason why I would feel like she would want to hire like a high-powered lawyer like Lisa Bloom, is if you're kind of dealing with somebody at the network who might be stopping you from getting your bag. But anyway, that's all I got to say for right now on this situation. I'm about to go back and finish watching some movies. I just had to come on here, drop a few notes for y'all because I had gotten the tea on some things. But make sure you guys hit the subscribe button down below, hit that notification bell button, and I'm going to see you in the next video.